The Youth Parliament in Lincolnshire, we're working with young offenders and those at risk of offending across the county, and we are here today for the launch of their first Youth Parliament.
I'm a Youth MP and I'm campaigning for change.
I'm an MP and I'm campaigning for change.
I'm a Youth MP and I'm campaigning for change.
I think the main thing that we need to achieve today is for these young people to feel as though they've actually been given the voice, they've gained in confidence, they've stood up as an MP and represented their peers, and they've been able to speak to the decision makers and feel like they've had their voices heard.
I used to live at Sleaford Forest and didn't know what I was a good boy.
I want to make a change, do something. People have told me throughout my life I'm a smart kid and I'm this, I'm that, and I haven't really listened to them. So I think it's time to step up in a way and speak out.
If you come in on late on a day or you're rude or something like that, it'll get taken off you because at the end of the day it's the government's money and they need it more than we do.
Active Voice is composed of 3 different projects, which is Next Steps, Young People Speaking Up and Youth Parliament. So the Youth Parliament today is all about getting the MPs to put their voices, put their opinions across and make themselves heard.
One of my friends at college had to work 2 jobs on top of doing a national diploma, which is a heck of a lot of work.
So why would you want to spend your money on drinking? Why don't you spend it on something else?
We're going to divide into 4 groups with some professionals in, some staff and some young MPs. 2 groups will be discussing alcohol, drinking alcohol and supported accommodation, but also the wider issues around it of binge drinking. And then 2 groups are going to discuss EMA. So one group will look at the changes they would like to make to the forms, and the other group will look at who to go to next and how to make these changes. From these group discussions, I want to get as many heads together as possible so that we've got as many ideas, as many contacts there as we can possibly manage, so that we've got more power, more backing to carry on with what we want to do. A significant change can either be something as small as them having a drinking ban lifted in one place.
My pledge is to help the image that young people have got at the moment and to help get them alcohol into the buildings to make them feel more grown up and to improve the future.
Or something as big as having the EMA form reconstructed so that it's easier for them to apply for their educational maintenance allowance.
We will throw the subject open to the floor for discussion so that the decision makers and other MPs and professionals within the room can get involved.
My pledge is to support the Parliament in developing alternatives to alcohol activities at any location they see fit throughout the county.
What I would like to do is support Speaking Up to be part of the integrated young people's website, C4YP, to make sure that they get a bigger profile and get access to lots of young people around the county.
I pledge to work with other local supported housing providers in the Lincolnshire County Council to obtain funding to raise alcohol awareness within supported housing.
I think that the Youth Parliament is very, very good. I think that it should be encouraged, it should be held more often, it should be held in more places.
The Youth Parliament and Speaking Up is like a brilliant cause that is giving teenagers the voice to speak and things like that, especially in the modern day press with teenagers getting real bad press for, you know, all this gun crime, knife crime, drinking, abusiveness on the streets and stuff like that. It's nice to have a positive story to come out for it and teenagers to like stand up and speak for themselves and be good role models for young people when they become teenagers and stuff.
What we really, really hope is that the young people themselves, the MPs, have really got something out of it and they really feel as though it's been their day. The campaigns have begun and it's just the start of Parliament in Lincolnshire with these young people for a few years to come.